not recommend to have women for the sake of having women. We have to look at delivery. What would that particular woman will bring to the table? And I really think that in every country you see women doing great things. But we really have to just have a problem with just putting women just for the sake of she's a woman. We basically, what the value added of having a woman to the table, this is what I would recommend to look at. And also what I would recommend, some of the great women that I've seen in mediations and that did beautifully in DRC and other countries were women from the grassroots level. It's just because they had a deep knowledge of the context. And having a deep knowledge of the context is something very, very useful during the mediation process. And they have it at different levels, in the sense that they not only live that conflict because it's part of their daily lives. Those are issues they have to deal, but they also have to, in French we would say Soubir. And in English, how do you say that? They also have to live with the consequences of the conflict and find creative ways, of bringing food to the tables because the men went to fight. Find creative ways to provide health care for their children. Find creative ways to keep them into schools. And sometimes are building their own schools because their school was destroyed by the war. So it's all those creativities that we need to look upon, that I would recommend policymakers to look at, to really look into the communities, to find out who are the women that are delivering, to look at high-level negotiation, what are the women that can actually make a difference, what are the person that are listened to. And if it happens to be a man, not to be afraid to lock themselves up and say, I need to have a 50% women, I need to have a quota. No. I think what we need to really look at is the value of a person, whether that person is a man or a woman. And I'm sure there's plenty of both out there.